Oh, you're not gonna say anything. You're not okay. I'll speak. That's what it is. Alright, folks, we're back. Another episode of Storyalysis. I've been doing that so long. Okay. It's been a long time. Yes, I'm Pierre. Tell me your name, Christian. Tell me your name.
Well, I'm Chris.
He is Chris M. I'm Pierre L.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Anyway, the last 3 episodes of season 1 of Severance.
They got a little too comfortable with those cliffhangers on the last 2 episodes. Like I was like, what the fuck is going on here? What are you guys doing? It's a little bit too diabolical of a cliffhanger. Like, Jesus. I mean, I know you've seen it already. I haven't, but like, god damn.
Wait, what are we skipping to? Oh, you're talking about literally the last scene. You're episode 9. What are you talking about right now?
This is the cliffhangers of episode 8 and 9. Because I watched episode 8. I mean, I'm not going to go into detail yet, but I watched episode 8 when I was going to sleep. And I was like, what? Come on, man. It's like 1 a.m. You can't just do that shit. So I had to watch like the next 10 minutes. Oh. And then episode 9, I had like, it was like even worse. I was like, what the Now, I was at work, so I couldn't continue. It's bullshit, man. Like,
now imagine the people who had to wait years. Lucky for you, Christian.
Years?
You have to wait.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Trust me, as someone who's experienced Attack on Titan, I had to wait like 6 years for season 2. I understand. I understand. No, I didn't know you had to wait years, though. How long? How many years?
I think we had to wait like 2 to 3 years for the next season 2 of Severance to come out. Yeah.
Was it not renewed, or?
They just, I don't know why it lingered. Yeah, season 1 was in 2022, and season 3 is in 2025, that we're saying. Yeah, 3 years.
That's crazy.
February.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was insane. Well, the thing is, it was a low-key show, too. Like I told you, right? Apple TV's was mainly known for, like, Ted Lasso, but, like, people didn't really fully explore. Till this day, a lot of people have yet to explore Apple TV through its full potential. But yeah, Severance was like a low-key thing, which is why I was so shocked how they advertised this so strongly. Like, you're on YouTube, so you see these shit. Like, there's Lumonindustries commercials now. Like, there's YouTube ads. Like, Apple TV was very niched until season 2 of Severance. And it's just like, for a bit, they went to, I think, Grand Central train station. Like, the cast, Christian. They made a bubble for them, and they're sitting down, typing on computers like they're innies.
What?
Yeah.
The same actors?
Yeah, the same actors.
That's awesome.
It's just... But
it must be a video.
It was sick, yeah, but I was like, that's not Apple TV like. I don't know how, like, that still doesn't sit right with me, because I like niches, because there's something about, like, exclusive, there's something about just, like, only a few people know, like, we got quality shit here, but now it's just mainstream and shit. So I hope it doesn't lose its essence over time because of all this audience, but regardless, yeah, they went over the top with the marketing for season 2 of Severance. But, okay, we're flowing. Reghabi comes into play. Who the fuck is Reghabi? Reghabi, as we know, she told Mark, I was the one that put that chip in your head. So, I guess Homegirl has all the knowledge of what they do on that 7th floor, because she was probably one of the surgeons that did the procedure. Grainer, rest in peace. Grainer dies. Homegirl kills him cold blood, just with a bat. But
yeah,
I love how things...
That was brutal.
That was extremely brutal. The way things are, like, playing out, how she gives him the key card and tells him, your any will know. How in the next
she put
episode,
a lot of faith. She put a lot of faith in it, didn't he? And she didn't know what's going on in there. Right,
because Mark doesn't know. But the freaking rebellion is slowly growing, so they're inside. Okay, guys, we gotta fucking do this shit. That's next. We're jumping, right? That's to talk about the key card. Like, oh, I have this key card in my pocket. How the fuck do you have the key card of our head of security? Like, why would your any give you that? They're starting to put pieces as much as they can, but with the little that they do know, and it's just insane. What is it, Irving? Yo, Irving, fucking damn. Homeboy, Mrs. Burt. It's just the way he broke character, Christian. Just like, you motherfucker. You guys are just gonna let him die? Just, it's crazy shit. Fuck, I don't have structure for this. I really did not prepare for this. But anyway, you know what?
We can just jump around.
Yeah.
It's not like, let's not jump around too much, but. Like,
we're jumping around from episode 7 to 9, of course, yeah. I guess we can try to do this shit linear. Why not? Yeah, so episode 7, right? The reghabi thing, that was crazy. Cobel, taking not the day off, but coming in late. It's crazy how these things are happening, for reasons, though. But, serendipitously, it's working out for the innies. If Cobel was here in episode 7, Mark and Ellie would not have had the time to walk around and make it to Grainer's room and investigate that, oh shit, we can be shut down. This is because Cobel was not here. Like, why wasn't Cobel here? Cobel was being Miss Selvig with Devin. And we're thinking on the surface, she's just chilling, taking time. She's like, they won't miss me at work. I love being around here. And then, Christian, more investigation to see if our chip system is still working. I used to think a lot about my ex-husband. I used to think I see him. Does Mark ever think he sees Gemma? I love how they made Devin take a step back when she asked Devin that. Devin's like, what? just to show you, like, more research is being done from Cobel's end to ensure that, okay, Mark S. Audi has no recollection of what's happening inside.
Right.
And
yeah,
it is some crazy shit. Fuck. Okay, right. So now we don't see Burt getting tortured, but do you notice when Milcheck came into the ONT department in the morning and told Burt, I have something special for you, and Burt said, please, like, no more of the break room. Like, I hope it's not the break room. Yesterday's was quite enough.
Yeah.
Like an old man, Christian. It's just like the way they've conditioned these people to, like, because if you're looking at it, Burt can be Milcheck's dad, but just like, please, I hope, like, yesterday was fine. It's like, no, it's not that. You're good. We're gonna retire your ass. It's crazy. Even the retirement ceremony. Yeah, go ahead. What do you think about any of that?
So that's this also kind of touches into episode 8 and episode 9 as well. But I've been thinking that what they're doing with these. Oh shit! No, I should save that for when we talk about how the innies broke out. Okay, no, actually, no, never mind. But I do.
Yeah, let's just mix everything together at this point. For season 2, will be more structured. There's no way to do this in a good way.
Yeah. Plus, the threads are connected, so like it's hard to talk about one thing and then without talking about the last. So.
That is true. That is true.
But I believe the goal of Lumon, this is my theory right now, is that they're trying to incorporate a way where society can legally own slaves. The slaves are the masters and the masters are the slaves. So like that would be kind of the overall goal that is being chased after. And we are just seeing the perspective of the slaves when we look at the innies, and then they're trying to not be slaves anymore. And it's a very fascinating spin on the idea of owning a slave. And that's what I feel like is the core of the show right now, which is beautifully refreshing. I don't know. That's a very unique angle to look at slavery by. It's very cool. We just did season 2 of fucking Villain Saga, the slave team. That is actually true. You know, I never saw it through that lens. Actually, I probably brushed up on it, but not like that. Yeah, if you think about it, these innies don't have a say on things that are done to them. No.
Like, when Mark asked Devin in episode 9, like, why would he put me there? Because we're suffering. Like, when Ellie tell you, no, we're prisoners. Like, this is not true. Like, bro, even that.
And you can justify slavery if you're like, well, I'm my own slave, or I'm the slave, I'm consenting to it. Like,
yes.
But of course, like with the politics and the social whatever, like you're not gonna say that out loud, but everybody kind of quietly knows, especially the people in power. Like it's such a great idea. Whoever came up with this, I don't know if it was benstiller or whoever came up with it.
But also, do you notice that it's pitched differently to, like, of course, there's different spins for the class that you're in. Like, for example, right? Let's see, Elena Egan, her grandfather is like the head honcho, and her dad is the current like CEO of Lumon, which is crazy. Which is probably why. Did you notice when she completed her task, she reached 100%, in the message, she said, "I love you," like the character.
Oh, I thought, yeah, I didn't.
And then her head tilt, like, that's weird.
At the time, I thought he just said that to everybody, but yeah, now you mention it, it makes sense that it's like a specific message. Irving, Christian, Irving. I'm not upset, but after hearing your take on what it should have been, I would want that too, because yes, as in at least he's dying in real life, which is why he's seeing this like black, like gooey thing coming on him, but it's just him painting over and over. But even that is strange. Like what you've seen so far, they have not given you enough intel into like why is homeboy just painting when he gets home. And another thing too. Yes, go ahead. Because he's painting. It was very clearly the room that Casey goes into, or the little elevator that she goes and she's headed towards, they call it the test floor, right?
Yes,
yeah,
Christian.
So and he's the oldest member too.
Yes, Christian. So that means homeboy's been tested. Homeboy's been a lab rat. Yes, you can't paint something you haven't seen or something you dreamed. Like, you must have went through that corridor countless times. Like, we saw Casey's reluctance. Like, she was shedding a tear as she was going down, Christian. It's like, bro, after she told Mark S, I've only been up for like 107 hours, and out of those 107 hours that they've brought me up here, I've only enjoyed calculations too. I've only enjoyed the 8. What is that? What's 107 hours?
It's
granted, going down there for 8 hours. It's a work day, it's a 9 to 6, and they're not here.
It's like 13 days, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is crazy if you think she died 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So what if they've been doing when she's asleep on that testing room? We don't know. But anyway, I finished the show. I know, but you see in season 2, crazy shit.
That's probably where the real. That's no break room. That's the torture room down there.
Christian, it's insane. And props to how Lumen is able to operate like so well.
With very few there's only Cobel and then Milcheck and then the security guard no longer who is watching all 4 of them.
Grainer's dead now. Oh, that's right. That's true.
You would think a place like this would have guards upon guards just watching every single corridor, every single hallway. Well, especially when they have all those people that are working in the building.
Just like lab rats, just like slave, like you mentioned, they give them positive reinforcement sometimes. They get waffle parties. Like, if they get their grades up. Did you see Mark smiling when Eliar was watching the cartoon of the, I'm proud you accomplished this? But
yeah,
I love that scene, too, that there was a contrast. At the same time, they show you Irving's face is disgust, because they just stuck my man away. Burt just got retired. And they showed you Dylan's face, disgust. I have a fucking kid, these motherfuckers are not telling me. It was very, no, it's done well. No, but like, when I think about Lumen, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just real quick, I do think it's hilarious how Milcheck gets so into these events, the party event. He was like,
the dance.
I'm pretty sure someone was like, "Isn't it a little bit early?" And he's like, "We all need this."
Yeah,
so I'll just do it for me too. And then the fucking waffle party, the waffle. All right, hold on.
The dance,
the way my jaw dropped when that. Oh, yeah, are you talking about the one in the bedroom?
The waffle party is Dylan's thing for being refiner of the quarter. I'm talking about the. When Ellie completed actually 100%, and Milcheck's like, "Hey, we needed this." That's when he said we needed this. And you're talking about how he got to like start dancing when she picked the cha-cha thing. When Dylan was upset and strangled. Christian, they mentioned a word in there that when I first watched this show, through your eyes, like how you're watching it the first time, when this happened, I was like, "Are these people not human?" Let me find what I'm talking about. Milcheck gets bitten, and he said, "You broke through the skin," and then. And then Irving said, "Oh, you're gonna need a tetanus." It was like, I'm like, are these aliens? Like, I knew they were people, but that was just such a weird wording. Like when Dylan bit Milcheck, I have this shit written down somewhere. I'm gonna find it. But go ahead. You know what? Speak about what you want to speak about as I'm looking for this.
Like a tetanus panel. Something?
He mentioned some shit. Yeah. He's like, you broke the skin. He's like, yeah, he need a full tetanus toxoid panel. And I was like, what kind of lingo
how do you know
is
this?
That?
How do you know that?
But how you know this? I don't know this. But like, are you guys humans? Like, hey, he bit me. Sure, you need a bandage. But anyway, that's what happened on the severed floor. I guess it is what it is.
It does feel very Irving response though, because he's such a studious, like by the books guy.
Yes,
Christian.
Like and like you just mentioned, how he's painting over and over. Has he gone through that over and over? That it's scarred on his Audi's mind because they've put him through that so long? Because he's the oldest refiner. Is this why he's the most docile guy in there? Is this why he knows this by the book? Like, is this why whenever Mr. Milcheck comes in, he's the most obedient? Like, nobody else stands up. Irving stands up every time Milcheck walks in the room.
His Audi, he's studying. He's looking for something because he's keeping records of all the names. He's mapping out where people live. So he's he knows something.
That's the thing too. His Audi. So his father died, right? That's what he saw. We think because he has a picture of his father. He served in the Navy. That's good. But do you see some of the newspapers that he was pulling out, or in episode 9, how someone's trying to sue Lumen, and then he's looking at people that are severed who might have disappeared. And interestingly, Christian, all roads lead to Burt. Now, you don't know why yet. You will know why at the end of season 2. But it's just it's crazy. So my boy's walking out of here because they snapped him back. Which Dylan with his acrobatic cat-like fucking Dylan, my boy, held that position for a whole episode, which for him was probably like a 5-minute take scene. I'm just like, bro, those 2 levers. I think Irving is going out there to find Burt. Irving doesn't know that he's investigating Lumen, and he ends up at Burt because that's his innie seeing this. Like, all of the things that he pick up on, you're like, okay, this leads to bam, Burt. There's a big X on Burt. On the outside, I think he's looking for Burt. On the outside, his Audi might be under the impression that Burt is a bad guy. I think. But his inside is innie. This is the man that he have feelings for that they just ripped away from him, and he apparently happened to have his address. So he's not even putting 2 and 2. There's no need to put 2 and 2. I'm gonna go find my man. And how does he know how to drive? Nobody knows. But
I take a note on this, but I forget where it is. But yeah, just especially like when Mark, his sister, right? Devin asked Mark's innie, "Do you understand metaphors?" And he was like, "Yeah, I know what that is." It's like the showrunners are very briefly touching on that beast of a rabbit hole you could go down as far as like what they remember, what they don't remember.
Yeah, how much did they tell you?
Yeah, but they're giving them just enough insight to make you feel like there's a reason for that. Like they have certain things that are, I guess, etched in their muscle memory that they're able to like bring out. Well, in the case of like the driving, it's probably, I would assume that's like muscle memory.
Yes.
And you just have to get a little acclimated to it. So
yeah.
I'm glad that they're like, yeah, like they're thinking about it. They're bringing awareness to the fact that they haven't given a full answer yet, which I like.
No, it is some crazy shit goes down. Yeah, the music shit was fucking sick. Like Dylan bites him and then some crazy shit. No, this is wild. Oof, the cliffhangers, right? Episode 7 cliffhanger. Mark is drunk as fuck.
That shit fucked me up.
Yo,
that fucked me
Alexa,
up.
I feel so bad for Alexa, but at the same time, I admire her awareness. Because you know how many people would have still seen the sign that someone is still not ready, although it's on him to know that, hey, I'm not ready. Of course, he's not ready, he's lonely, so anyone that can feel that, even though it's not even for a genuine thing, which she doesn't have that time to waste. She's serious, she wants something serious. So she's like, yeah, I'm gonna recuse myself from the situation, I'm leaving. She's like, oh, I won't talk about Gemma, and he rip it? Bro, the way they filmed this scene, as he's sketching it back together and his thumb or index is constantly blocking the face.
Yeah, I think I told you, when I was watching that, I was like, oh, okay, cool. They're about to reveal who the wife is. I wonder what she's gonna look like. I'm sure, she looks attractive. And then they pull his thumb back, and I'm like, oh, interesting. So she's Asian. That's cool. Diversity. And I was like, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Is that Casey?
That's Miss Casey.
Is that her? Holy shit. Then immediately I was like, okay, now they have me. I have my full attention with Mark's motivation, because I talked about this before, right? That I wasn't completely convinced with how he decided to get severance, because he's trying to distance himself from the memory of his wife. There was a lot of murkiness there, but now this puts a spin on it where it's like there's way more to the story that I just do not know. And now I'm like, okay, I'm way more interested to hear the backstory of how this all started with Mark and his wife, which I think her name is different, right? It's not Casey.
Gemma.
Yeah, Gemma. Yeah. So that's
so
awesome.
far we have a few motives. No, not motive. For Mark, we have a clear reason. Lumon fucking killed homeboy's wife, sunk him into a depression, and where he had no other option but fucking bringing himself to them. Because they have his wife. So they must have staged that accident. Just as they have his wife. So regardless, we know that. And we know
on the
Irving.
test floor.
Yes, we know on the test floor downstairs. We know Irving is strongly investigating on Lumon. That probably is why. And they're like, yeah, let's cut that investigation as much as we can, and because he comes home and just paints. Which, bro, that's crazy, man, that he's painting that. That means homeboy been there for a long time. They must have done a number on this guy. Dylan, we still don't know. They haven't shown us enough of Dylan's Audi, except for like when Milcheck came in. He's like, I have a kid. But Ellie, we know Ellie, bro. Christian, when she, as innie Ellie, is seeing Audi Elena talking about how Lumon, they're like my family. I would never subject my innies to something that I myself wouldn't want to. And I'm like, what? You're the same girl who said on the video, I will keep you here as long as I fucking want. Don't you fucking dare trying to cut my limb ever again. Like just to show you, like the darkness,
the slavery. Yeah, see, it's like that really is a master slave dynamic, and that's why that scene that you're talking about is because I also had that same thought of like, wow, her Audis are just really fucked up, and it's like, and she's what seems like the figurehead of this new wave of support for Lumon.
Yes, it's third generation.
And
yeah,
if
the
that
grandfather,
type of,
dad, and her.
Yeah, and if that type of mentality is fueling the person who's pushing for this so hard, it's like they want a society where there's slaves, but they're just hiding the slavery because no one can really remember that they're a slave. It's so cool. That's
and
awesome.
if you think about slave too, Christian, Gabriella, the senator's wife, Angelo, the senator that they plucked out of I forgot the name of the town, right? I have 3 kids. It was good. I had a little help. Her innie, Christian, is basically giving birth. Like, her innie's going through
the pain.
Yes, her innie's going through the labor. Just like that.
That's crazy.
That is, bro. Oh, it's insane, man. And also notice too, like how snobbish these people are, right? But do you remember her innie letting Devin in the cabinet, like offering coffee, sitting down, just the not innocence, but how these people are more warm, because they've not been exposed to enough, like malice, or Chiba doesn't even know she's rich. They just bring her back up to give birth. It's like, imagine, Christian, like they wake you up, you're on some operation table, some doctor's like, keep pushing, like contractions, They put you to sleep. They wake you up again. You're on some operation table.
Yeah, that is fucking crazy. That is crazy.
These people are sinister, man.
Yeah,
and
it's so interesting too, because it's not like they're being evil to another person.
It's themselves, right?
Yeah. So it's like they could easily justify it in their heads probably. It's like, well, it's myself.
Yeah.
Fuck myself or whatever they want to tell themselves. It's so interesting. It is so interesting.
It is wild,
and it can
man.
have so many use cases too. Like you said, the pregnancy doesn't have to just be work. It can be anything. Anytime you want to avoid pain, you just switch to the innie. Insane.
That is wild, man. This concept is mind-boggling, man.
It's a very good concept.
Oh, Christian, the appletv doesn't miss. Christian?
Yeah.
Slow horses.
I hope this isn't based off of a book. That would be nice for once. For once, if a show could just stand on its own and not be from a book.
I know, because when that happens, they eclipse me, because I don't read books, so therefore I give the directors and writers credit where the people read it. So like, hey, you should have read it, as in this author's who this should go for. Like Dark Matters from a book, right?
It's not based off a book. I just looked.
It's its own thing. Benstiller out here, part-time comedian, part-time genius, and his team, right? These guys always get these things, but no, he's director. I don't know if he's writer. I don't know. But regardless, he must have played a role into it. It has to be his vision and his team's vision, of course. No, it's freaking sick. And the way Lumen, this universe that they're into, right? Because what is it? Because of the credit card application that Irving pulled. His last name's Bailiff. It said Kier, P-E. I thought it was P-A. I was like, oh, Pennsylvania. Okay. I was like, wait. And I Googled, and I'm like, not from here. Anyway, I was like, PE is that a state? They're like, no, it's not a state. Interesting. I Googled, is PE a state? Which took me to this Reddit link of people saying, hey, I see PE on Severance. What is that? And they're like, which is so cool. On the letter. But what I'm getting back to, this is orchestrated so beautifully. Like the minds of the board of Lumen. If you have a concept that's extremely controversial, that the common folks are gonna have issues with, of course, it's gonna benefit the rich, like we just mentioned, going through labor, doing whatever tidiest shit that you want to do. I said not tidy, doing whatever grimy shit you want to do. If you want to absolve your conscience of it, or if you want to, whatever it is, to bypass whatever you want, you switch your innie in. Like, how do you instill that when people are pushing back? You control finances. There's a bank, Christian, Myrtle Egan Credit Union. When Irving pull out this envelope, Myrtle Egan Credit Union. These people are in financing, which people need for loans. You control the news. I don't know if you noticed, when Mark S. pull up his phone, his Audi, the Kier Chronicles. So there's news outlets, Lumen biased, like pumping things in the news. We know it's extremely potent when it comes to shaping the political ideologies of groups that are subjected to such news. Like we have clear representation, like Fox News, CNN, these are night and day. Like you have all these things set in place. Like even the town, like Kier, P-E, like the town is called Kier. You have subsidized housing.
And also, this is because what I'm clocking this is like what, early 2000s, maybe late 1990s, because that's the vibe I'm getting from like the monitors and the cars, just the way things look.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
So you don't have like the modern infrastructure of like the internet to it's easier when you have the resources of Lumen to spread like propaganda and to condition the public and society. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because people don't have as many resources to access the truth.
Yeah, that is true. That's done in North Korea. Well, that's what they tell us, because I don't go there. I don't know. Right, that homeboy, whoever's leader there, is able to, like the people that don't have Facebook. It's not homeboy. Yes, or the supreme leader, whoever's there, like the people are very limited as to the media that they get access to.
Yeah, they still live in the past. They're just now getting like technology, I believe, from what I remember.
But yeah, just to piggyback, to echo your sentiments on that, exactly. Like if you limit, of course, if the internet was not where it's at now, the ability to find information was very fucking scarce. You have to go through experiences. Like these people testifying, like these Audis, these innies are only testifying because they've lived. Because you didn't know, someone didn't tell you. You didn't know, someone didn't show you. Oh, no, man. The way she came out there, bro. She's like, we're prisoners. This is not a joke. Like, they're torturing us down there. And, dude, Natalie? Did you see that tackle, Christian?
Did you see her fucking muscles in the shadow? Like, dude, damn, bro, you're like an Olympic athlete, aren't you?
Yeah,
no. Be an actor.
There's no wonder why this girl is the face of outside communication for Lumen. Natalie's on point.
Yeah.
And the brainwashing, if it is brainwashing, right? Let's touch up on Cobel. Cobel's firing. Natalie comes in. The board finally makes an entrance.
And they speak.
Yes.
That voice. That voice.
It's like, we are here.
The guy just said one word. He just said yes. But the way he said it, it was so hushed and so low. It gave off supervillain vibes.
Yeah.
It really did.
The tone change right away, too. Like, fuck you, Natalie. They're not even here. Yes. I'm so sorry. Forget my words. I will see you at the gala.
Yeah.
The conditioning, how Cobel just got fired. She has every reason to be like, fuck these people, I've given my life. Not notice, it's fucking crystal clear. She's still working for Lumon?
I mean, yeah, she idolized them.
Yes. Like, as in, what they've done to their workers is probably so strong. The boot camp or the fucking mental boot camp they put them through for them to just praise Kier. Like, we think the innies are brainwashed and conditioned. I think the workers are equally, if not even more, like, strong believers of Kier. To the point where that woman is fired, yet she still continues to work for them. Like, she still goes there and is like, when Mark said, I'll be back, Miss Cobel, fuck. And she picks up with that.
Also, like, that's her life. That's wrapped up in, like, her work.
Too. Yes,
so,
yes,
like, if
managing the 7th floor.
Yeah, and Mark's, or this failure is still, like, an extension of her work, so she probably also feels attached to that aspect as well.
That is true. It's, no, it was fucking sick. Fuck, we're jumping, right? The dad. So fucking weird. Like, he just walked into a woman's bathroom, what looks like a woman's bathroom. But
which dad?
It is Ellie, Elena Egan's dad, when she was freaking out.
Oh, well, he's the big boss. He could
that is
do
true.
whatever he wants.
He gives us the backstory. How crazy is that? Well, it's not crazy. These fuckers would have done that anyway, because it would have led to that. But he said, I brought it home. They were different colors back then, and you said, it's pretty, Daddy. Everyone should get one. And I said, they will, because of you. Isn't that crazy? Like,
yeah, I didn't fully know what he was talking about there.
The chip, when the chip was first made, like they've made the first ever prototype had 2 colors. Now it's slimmer. Now it works better. The same way as Apple, like the phones was big and now they're slim. She's talking about the first ever one. Like I brought it home, and you looked at it and you said it's pretty. Everyone should get one. Like, I'm assuming as a kid she meant that as in like, this is cool. Everyone should get one. But it's crazy that he took that and be like, yes, and because of you, they all will. As in, everyone's gonna be severed. That's what they're pushing for.
Was he? Yeah. Was he talking about? When he said because of you, he's talking about in that moment. Like, she's about to give a speech. Okay, I thought she was still addressing the kid, like telling her as a kid, because of you, everybody will get this. But yeah, that makes sense.
Or 2 actually. It can be a double entendre. Well, not entendre, it's the same thing. Yeah, or it's because of you. You opened my eyes that day and said, Daddy, everyone should get one. And because of you, you're publicly advocating to push this forward as my daughter to volunteer. Yeah, it might have been for both. But yeah,
that's true.
And you see the people that are in there. Like, this is why when they're like power is extremely concentrated into like the top, and there's a very few group of people who are governing all the shit that we fucking do. Like, look at the people in there. Like, there's not an ounce of middle class in that room. There's a bunch of rich people pushing their agendas. Like, Lumon has people now a senator whose wife is a full freaking innie and outie. Like, she's been severed. So that senator probably is already severed too. As in, like, everything that's being passed that will affect us, we have so little say in it. And people might take that to, like, our modern day society of, like, or it might just be fake news. But it's just, there's such, not real, there's such close to reality representation in this TV show. You see that in a bunch of TV shows, actually. But this one just does it, like, nicely. How the rich can get away with things, like, but this, like you said, they're hurting themselves, which is such a crazy thing when you think about it.
The more I think about it, the more I'm like, man, I love that so much. Just the idea of it is just so, it's not something that you would just think about, I don't know, as a concept, conceptually. It's so cool. You are the master and you're also the slave. People talk about that a lot. Like, the ability to be like the master of your own brain, or to make sure you're not the slave of your brain.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of lingo pops up in a lot of wisdom, like a lot of quotes and all that kind of stuff. But to actualize it in like a concept like this that's meant for like a TV show, it's so that's awesome. That's so awesome.
It's fucking sick. It's fucking sick, man.
What do you think of, why do you think she her innie, before she was about to give her speech, she recited that apology from the breakroom? What do you think that was?
Right.
I'm thinking, was that like she just wanted to, I don't know, this doesn't feel right, but like, this doesn't feel right as an answer, but was she thinking, let me remember what they did to me? But she doesn't need to remember. She already knows. So I don't
No, Christian, that's it. Wait, that's not it. We don't know. This is subjective, but I like that. Yes, because right now she's freaking out because not only I'm on. They just turned me on. I'm in a brand new environment. B, I'm in the worst kind of environment. I am at the top of. I'm the number one supporter of the thing I despise the most, because we've gotten a very raw, not raw. What's an adjective for, not first timer? Yeah. Ellie's like in the beginner phase of being severed. So all these lashing outs we didn't get to see from Mark S, because he's been there for 2 years. He gave us just a small glimpse. I told the guy who talked to me through that mic, I'm gonna fucking kill you. We didn't get to see it through Irving's, who's now painting over and over of going down the elevator to the testing room. So he must have had his fair share of nightmares. But Ellie, we're seeing Ellie's like the patient zero that we never got to see from these other guys. So the hate is still strong. Trying to get out is still strong. Which some of these guys have lost that fight until she's managed to rekindle that flame, and they all have their own things that start clicking too, which is great. So now she's in this environment with a bunch of people that are intimidating A, and waiting for her to say the complete opposite B. So I can see her prepping herself by repeating, them putting her in there that she had to repeat that shit for 1,000. I forget, over 1,000. Yeah,
over 1,000.
Yeah. I can see her channeling that again. Be like, this is what these fuckers put me through. And when she came out, she was pumped. I'm supposed to stand here and tell you that, but fuck that. I'm LER. I'm an innie. They're torturing us. Just like, bro. She's like, shit. She's like, nah, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Time. We're prisoners. Just, bro. The way they're going from back and forth, man. Like, fuck. You got Irving knocking on Burt's door, bro. You got Dylan, whose limbs are giving out, and milcheck charging at him. You got Mark running and saying, she's alive, bro. No, this is fucking sick. This was sick. Christian?
It really made me think that Cobel took the baby. That was such a red herring.
Yeah.
She did not take the baby.
Yeah, she didn't take the baby. She even tried shaking some sense into her, which I actually would have caved, Christian. Like, because of how much I love, because not love, right? She kissed Mark. She loved, not love is strong. She liked Mark a lot because Mark is a very likable guy. Mark's innie. So for Cobel, seconds before that speech, pull her aside to say, "Listen, bitch, if you do this shit, you're gonna be gone. You just saw that you're not a part of this, so you're not coming back. But them, we'll fucking keep them in there if you do this shit." So for a second, I thought she would think through to be like, I want to do this, but Mark and Irving and Dylan, which I'll never see again, are about to have hell forever for that. But anyway, that's the risk. They had to let it out in the world. But that's crazy, man. Natally tackles, bitch.
Yeah, it's like there's no playing that off. You just tackled the daughter of the most powerful man in the world after she shared some very questionable stuff. It's like, okay, people are going to connect the dots. It's like, okay, that was an innie. That's confirmation.
I don't know if you couldn't wait to start season 2. The way that the PR stunt to brush that is so
wait. I didn't start it, but I will say I watched like the first 20 seconds and I was like, fuck, I can't continue. Because it was just the way they started. All right.
Yeah, 3 years later, too, by the way. 3 years later, they kept us in that same scene. No, I'm talking about we had to wait 3 years, so these actors and actresses aged. But to play it back,
just the way he was like, in the beginning, I was like, God, what the fuck? That is intense. But I had to pause it. Because I was like, nah, if I start this now, I won't be able to stop, so.
Dude, I felt it's only been 40 minutes. Okay, what did we miss? I feel like we thoroughly covered these 3 episodes.
Yeah, well, there's the waffle party. Mm-hmm. That was the way my jaw dropped when I saw what that ended in. I was like,
bad chicks in there. Like, where are they keeping these innies?
And they had guys in there too. You saw that, right?
Yeah, that threw me off. I was like, come on, bro. And
that's for the Irvings of the innie world.
No, again, I take back the come on, bro. Like, I understand, like, that's cool, but it's just like the movements was.
It was so, and you saw the masks, right? The masks they were wearing.
Those are all the founders.
Well, remember the painting, the very first painting we saw, where I was like, it was like a shepherd and a sheep. Yeah, because there was the jester, there was the nun, there was that woman, and then there was the leading figure. So they make the innie wear the leading figure mask, and then the other people wear the heads of the other characters. Very interesting. And then I think they gave Dylan a whip, right? They gave him a whip
with the virtues listed on it. The fucking 9.
Yeah, which mimics the painting again, because the shepherd guy was like whipping.
Oh, that's what my boy was supposed to embark on, but left to do stupider things. I would have stayed.
Yeah, I was like, that. So this is like they make you come, I guess.
they make you come, I guess. Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. Interesting, Christian. I didn't even go that far. I was so into what's about to happen, into Dylan following the plan, that I even take time to drink in that moment and see where it could have led if he didn't have to go. Another thing too, that was in his first waffle party. I don't think that was Dylan's first waffle party. Yeah. So homeboy, or either he's seen it enough, or he was thinking about his fucking son, and these fuckers getting the word out. That is true. That is fucking true. And the other things that milcheck offered him as he was cutting the bell, like, Dylan, just let me in. Dylan, there's a bunch of shit you haven't seen. Dylan, there's paintball here, Dylan. There's paintball. There's coffee cozies. He's like, get the fuck out. I don't fucking care. Like,
milcheck is a very interesting character. I like his character, what they're doing.
When I tell you, devour feculence, Christian, bro. We've recorded 3 times. I've said that all 3 times. Whew. Nah, milcheck is about to... We love milcheck. You're going to love milcheck. Like, it's just, but the vocabulary, I'm agog to see you here. I wanted to indulge in some frivolity or some shit. Just no. Let me repeat it for you in a more monosyllabic tone. I think he said that season 2, Christian. You see this shit.
It's enough season 2 references.
None of these are spoilers. I'm just listing sentences that I remember.
Even the sentences.
I love vocabs. That's true. The sentences. You're right. This was fucking sick. And you don't get to fucking wait 3 years, man.
Nope.
Lucky you, Christian.
Yeah, I did my time with Attack on Titan, okay? I've suffered enough.
That's true.
With these ridiculous cliffhangers.
They give us a lot. He got to tell Rickon that he's his hero, but of course we know Marquez on the outside doesn't give a fuck about Rickon like that. So Rickon's like, listen, man, like, don't do this to me right now. He's like, no, I'm serious. This shit helped me. He was in awe when Rickon was talking about his nonsense. This book, bro, this book is a set of just stupidity. This book, I can see children reading this book and be like, this is fun, this is nice. As an adult, thinking that an adult took time and wrote this book for other adult is just hilarious. Like, what wisdom can you get from that? In the middle of industry is dust.
It is amazing though that they use this very goofy, nonsensical book, and then when he's saying a bunch of stuff, but then they zoom in and they focus on one line, and then they give that line a lot of weight because of what's happening to the innies outside.
Yeah,
and
Mark
then that line, even though it's ridiculous, like, it becomes very intense and important.
The catalyst that pushed them. Yeah.
That's a cool way to do it.
Page
I forget the line.
Dylan actually read it too. Dylan finished that line. It's like, bro, Rick and I are inspiring this revolution without knowing. It's like, imagine. Like, you wrote this book that your wife obviously, no, I can say obviously, like, from Devin's body language, Devin just loves Rickon. Rickon's just like this sweet guy that it is what it is. Babe, we love you, so we run with it. But it's like, you can tell Devin's like, I don't read your book. It's like, I don't religiously read that shit. I know Mark wouldn't, because Mark and Devin are very similar. You can tell they're like, not jackasses, but people that wouldn't gel well with bubbly or childish. Rickon's yeah.
The crowd that Rickon is that was there at his house.
Yeah.
Especially there's that black guy, like, when they were looking for the baby, and he was like, I found her. It was me. Like, damn, bro.
The way he pushed Mark.
Like,
bro, that's his fucking niece.
Like, who are these eccentrics that are gathered here to
lady?
Listen to this guy?
Oh, if you see the back of my head, it's my bird has been pecking it or something like that.
Yeah, have like a wart or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to change my name. This was so insightful. It's like,
yeah.
Yeah, Rickon's group of friends, like, you can tell those are Rickon's group of friends. You can tell Devin is there just by association. Just like, nah. I like how she took it, like, right away. Like, she drunk this in. Those know, oh my god, I can't believe it. It's like, wow, so you must be, why would he put me there? Okay, his wife died, it was traumatic. Like, do you understand this? Damn, that's crazy. Like, oh yeah, one of them in here. Who's one of them? Man, Cobel, she's worked with me. I gave her the baby, fuck.
And the name Cobel, he let it slip.
Yes, like, oh yeah, Miss Cobel, be back. And she's like, bitch.
So she only uses that name in office with the innies.
Yeah, she's Miss Selvig. And her ability to discern if something's wrong. Like, if once Mark hugged her and Mark didn't change and she didn't see that, her attention would not have been that zoom in on Mark for Mark to end up slipping that it's innie, not outie. Like, after the hug, first of all, she overheard, I don't know how, she didn't even get to the party yet. Wait, did she already get there? Yeah, I think she got there later. She walked in as soon as Mark said, I have some pretty life-changing thing to talk to you about. Hey Mark, what life-changing thing? Oh, about work. I'm thinking about quitting. Okay. She comes back. Hey Mark, yeah. What is it earlier that you were talking about? She comes back. Hey, let me look into the book with you. Did you see her behind him? Like, she was not reading the book. She was like reading him. That scene when she get closer. She's like, can I use your book with you? Like, just to show you how qualified this lady is as a severed manager, that she's able to know when outies are displaying severed like mannerisms, no matter how micro they are.
I took that in a different way, actually.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Christian. Let us know.
I took that as she was feeling very petty about the fact that they just fired her. And so when she caught wind that Mark was thinking of firing, she was like, yes! Or when he was thinking of quitting, she was like, yes! Quit! Stick to the fuck Lumon, right? Yeah, fuck Lumon. Because I was thinking especially on the drive home, when she was like saying, she was cursing
she was
Lumon
cursing.
and the company, she was like, fuck you, you burn in hell.
Yeah.
And then she gets to the party, and then she perked up when Mark was like, I'm thinking of quitting. And I'm like, okay.
Perked up?
Yeah.
Okay.
She got a little excited.
Really? That's what you saw?
And hot off the heels of her being pissed at Lumon, it's like I could totally see that she would be excited to see like things go awry for the company because they just fucked her over. So, but then she realizes that, oh shit, that's his innie, and she kicks back into like, well, she gets back into her work brain. And at first I was like, oh, maybe she thinks this is her ticket in to like get into good graces again
and get his job again, get her job
back.
back.
Yeah, and that might have been like a small part of it, but I think the majority is just that's been her reason for waking up every day, is controlling the innies. So she still had an urge to like control them. I don't know. But,
Okay, actually no, I can see how you can see it like that. I always say this. For some reason, all the shows that we've done have always been so semi or very thought-provoking that I always end up saying that's what great stories do. They fucking evoke different perspective from people that see it through different lenses. So that's fucking cool. I'm all here for this. Christian, we've touched up every fucking thing that I can think of. The retirement party was so crazy. Everyone got a handshake because you can't hug or do anything like that at a fucking Lumon property. And Irving gave Burt that handshake, and he just looked me in his eyes. Like, shit. My boy came back broken, Christian. He said, let's burn this fucking place to the ground. Irving said, they took my man. And then double heartbreak, going outside and seeing your man with another man. Jesus, like, bro. No. To still muster the courage to go through that door. I'm thinking he's thinking Burt's in trouble. Like I need to save Burt or something. But crazy stuff. They retire him. Oof. The wording that he used was very sick, actually. The way he described Burt's retired video. I didn't write it down. Like, it made an impression on me. At first, I was like, the wording is fucking beautiful, but I didn't write it down. He said some crazy shit. Not crazy shit. The way he described, like, I may not have known you, but I know that I will know you somewhere unattainable in my subconscious. Like, he worded it nicely. As in, I'll never remember any of you guys, because only my innie knew you, but somewhere that I'll never be able to reach inside my mind, our friendships will reside. And it was just fucking beautifully said.
Yeah, what was interesting about that, too, is the words were very deep, but the tone he said it in and the pacing that he said it in, it felt like he was just trying to rush through it. It was like, yes, I will never forget you, and he gets so poetic. And he was like, so, yeah, see ya.
You'll see why. You'll see why in season 2. Oh, that makes sense. You're gonna get to know who Burt is. You're gonna get to know who everyone is, Christian. There's no behavior that someone has displayed, whether it's malice or genuine, that's not for a reason, and you're gonna see that.
Okay.
Some crazy shit. Fuck. What is it? The hallway. That was fucking beautiful, man. I thought that too, and the way that you can think that too. And I didn't think you would remember that was the elevator. That was the elevator that Stacy went down, because there's only one scene of that elevator when she goes down there.
It stands out to me because it's a complete contrast to the hallway, to the elevators we see, right? It's like they walk in, it's very bright, it's white everywhere. This one is very dark, it's black everywhere. That's a big tone shift. And then Casey's, it was sad to watch her walk down.
Right? She knows what's waiting behind those doors, man.
And she just wanted to know a little bit about her life, and Milcheck was like, sorry, you're doing great things out there. I'm just busy. I was like, damn, bro.
It's fucking sad. Because these people are people. That's what these people are not. That's what these Audis don't understand. Like, the slave that you mentioned, which is exactly, that's what it is. You're just my fucking slave. Like, my husband and I have great sex. My belly's good. Okay, 8 months. I'm still there 9. All right, let's bring the slave in. Like, you go through that. You're just my slave. I just put you through there. Like, not understanding that these people are now people. These people are you, but you from a different environment. Like, you from a different set of rules. You from a different background. Not background from, like, ethnicity, as in, like, there's a bunch of things that shape us. An environment, like nature versus nurture, right? Those play an extreme role if you were not made in a lab, but your only memory is with 4 other people that you work with, that you've been conditioned, that you've been giving waffle parties when you were good, this when you were bad, you're gonna grow up to not be as cold-hearted as you in the outside world, who's aware of what you're doing to people on the inside. Like, that's the thing. These people have been so accustomed to being bad to their core that they can't even imagine how selfish that is. You're imprisoning you, but another version of you. Therefore, you're imprisoning someone else. But the sense of property that you mentioned, the sense of slavery, like, you're mine. You don't get a fucking say. I'm the person. You don't exist. It's like, no, bro. It's fucking beautiful, man. Nah. Christian? Miss Casey, I completely forgot. Where I know Miss Casey from, that actor. I don't know, that actress, I don't know her name. Christian, she's in Altered Carbon. Oh my god.
Where? Which season?
She's in Altered Carbon season 1 and season 2. She's the main character's sister.
Really?
Christian, she has a scene in Altered Carbon season 2. she has a scene, Christian. But just, anyway, you go, you're gonna find it. It's what it is. It's everywhere. But do you even remember what Altered Carbon's about, by the way?
Yeah, it's basically like you swap like
yes, this
bodies.
dystopian world, of course, where you can live forever because your body is a sleeve and your consciousness is recorded and downloaded and uploaded into a stack, which is in the back of your head. Basically like Lumen, basically like a chip, but it's a flat chip instead of lumens, which is like a long thing that look like a tiny tube. Yes, where the rich get to have sleeves made for them because they can afford it, but the poor, like season 1 episode 1, this little girl who they put in the body of a 60-year-old crackhead because she can't afford the body of a 6-year-old girl. Yeah, no, Altered Carbon is fucking sick. It's very similar to Severance in some way because it's sci-fi, of course. It's the whole thing of like not, but it's not a memory thing. Severance is severing your memory, where Altered Carbon is your body can be put into another sleeve. Your memory can be put into another body. But yeah, it's a sick. But in Christian, she has a fucking scene in there.
I'm assuming it's the sex scene.
You'll see, Christian. You'll see. But it's some crazy stuff. Fuck it. I might as well just tell you, right? The sleeves, of course, they're naked. So there's a scene where she is rich. So for that reason, she has a bunch of sleeves of her, and they all break out naked, fully naked, Christian. They all break out of their fucking behind the glass where they're at.
That sounds familiar.
Bro. Anyway, Miss Casey, she's her. But it's Altered Carbon was so good. Oh. A lot of people fell off when they replaced the main character with Anthony Mackie, the new Captain America. I liked the first character too. Like Homeboy was,
that was one of them.
No, I like that show. But that's I think that's it. I went back through the notes I took for these fucking 3 episodes, and I don't think I'm seeing anything that I didn't talk about or that we didn't. So Christian,
so on to season 2. Excited to watch it.
Yes, and season 2 is gonna be less. Fuck, Christian, The Last of Us is back. But anyway, we did The Last of Us. Links up top if you're watching this on YouTube for the season 1. Of course, season 1, the playlist, the links playlist. That's pretty much it. It's fucking sick. Season 2 only gets better, and we're trying to do less episodes, like maybe 2, because 3 is. Well, we didn't do that bad of a job at 3. We're still new at this, but
we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. Okay. All right. It's been real.
Yep.
All right. Out. Bye.
See ya.